Hello. Let's just see how to create a flows to be used in WhatsApp to get user details for different businesses, service, or anything like that we want to. So let's just take an example for a demo. So let's just take a booking system where we are getting details from users for traveling. So let's just go to a components and type in heading and let's add an image footer and we in this this is a preview of how it would look like when we open the flows in our WhatsApp. And it can be multi page flow or single page flow uh, any anyway how you would like to make. So let's just add an image to it and adjust its height and width. Okay, and let's add a quote or something like that. Okay, that's nice. And now this thing is used to navigate from one screen to next, or it can also be used to submit your flow. So we are just going to use it to navigate to a next screen since let's just create a multi-screen flow. So we are navigating to a next screen. That's just the detail of the users. So let's take a body which we have to fill in details and let's do something like this and let's take in multiple options here and name for the input, an email and let's take another input for the address and let's take number one for number input for getting different details like we give details when we travel like number of passengers and like this. And also I just take on radio button and submit and also add a date from which you want to travel between. Okay, so now just edit all the details. And this one I have added. Yes. So in this we can add multiple options of the what it can be conditional, it can be dynamic, it can be static. However you want to keep it, we can select based on the condition on how you want your flow to work or how you want it to look like. National travel. These are columns which are used to add extra details of like explaining the options, something like that. You can just add. Okay, and just let's also add and this is used for the user selection option to. This is basically for the selection option that minimum we have to select at least one option, or you can select maximum of how many option we how many option we how many selection we want. So we can add here, and this required field is used to mark it as a mandatory or not. If we select false, it is not marked as a mandatory. We do not have to. It's not mandatory to choose any option if we want to. Okay, so let's just keep it as mandatory option. The text name, we will take name, and just add a helper text, add full name. Okay, so this is here, and we can also add the validations for this one, that how many characters you want, minimum and max characters, and something like that if you want to, but we will not add. An email is there. So in this one, in this email, it will only take email. It's not like you just write some characters and it would recognize it as an email. So you have to write a full email, and this is for your address. Okay, and this. Okay, and okay, so this field is only take a number as an input, and all the above fields only take characters as input. Maybe it means alphabets only as input. Okay, so and on this radio button, so let's just keep it two options only right now. And let's just take, okay, and let's just keep it as false, so that it's not mandatory if you want to select or not. And select date from which date you want to travel. Also in this one we can add from which date we want to display all the dates which we want to display the users. It means that from what date you want to start till what date you want to show the users to select from. We can add this one, and we can also add the unavailable dates in which it will not show the user that specific date you have selected to select from it, and we can also select multiple unavailable dates. Okay, so select from, and it's select two, and here in footer we will right now just submit. We will not transfer the data to the next screen. So if you want to transfer your inputs and you want to use those inputs in your next screen or something, or in any other operations, you can just go to data exchange, and you can just transfer uh, all the data you which we are taking as an input to your screen, whichever screen you want to. You can use it. For that you just have to use data exchange data exchange. And if you just want to navigate between screens, you just use the go to button. And data exchange also does that same thing on also, but it just also transfer it's also lets you to use the data which we have taken also in the input, and submit is for the submitting the flow. It just when you submit the flows, it's get submitted, and you cannot open your flow again to see whatever input you have given. So it's submitted. It's like a confidential document that no other users are able to see whatever detail you have filled. So we will just save and apply. Okay, so our flow is in saved. Right now, it's the our flow is in draft mode, but we can. Since it's a draft mode, we are able to edit our flow before being published. So this is the one which we have created right now. So it's literally right now in draft mode. So we can edit it right now, but after it's published, we are not allowed to edit from the meta side, and we are also able to preview how it looks in our WhatsApp. So let's just preview it. Okay, so this is how it would look in our in our WhatsApp. Okay, and we can also check for different devices. Okay, so let's just publish it and test it. Okay, so our flow has been published. Right now, just let me just send it to my number. Okay, so now the flow has been sent. Okay, so whatever data we will be entering through our flow, it will be displayed here after we have submitted the flow. So here, this is the flow which we have just sent, which we have just created and sent it to our phone. So we will open the flow and continue. And as you can see, we are it's mandatory to choose a single option if you want to submit a flow. So let's just select one option, and we it's meant and just enter the details. So these are only for character inputs. These are only for number inputs. So let's just yes. And it's in this ribbon it's giving optional because we have not set this as a mandatory. So if we are selecting, it's also good. If you are not, it's we are able to submit the form. Okay, so and once we have submitted the form, we are not allowed to check the form at whatever data we have submitted. So once you submit, so as you can see, we are not allowed to open the form flow again to check whatever data we have selected. So it's as I said before, it's a confidential document which we are allowed to only see once. So as you can see, after submitting the flow, we have received the response. So these are the details which we have filled in the flow. Okay, so as you can see, we have selected the international travel. This was my name, email address, number of adults, children's. Okay, and this is the date. It's in a Unicode form, so you're not able to see that. No? So this is the response which you have received from the flow. So, thank you.